To go live?
Hey everybody. Okay, so here's the deal. You got to let us know if you can hear us because we're using a new system. And if this system is taking a dive, we're going to unplug cords and go old school.
Mm-hmm.
So we're up here.
Yeah, we're up there now. Everything has changed for us right now.
Yes.
So we're trying to... We got these new microphones where we can do music as well and actually have decent sound. And then it started raining. It's been pouring rain.
And it never rains here. Never.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's on here. Here we go. Okay. There! Okay. Yes!
How's the volume? How's the sound? You guys need to be our techs on this one because we have no idea.
Please. Amy, can you hear us?
Amy, can you hear us?
Can you guys hear us? Yes!
Okay, good.
Okay, I hope so. I see a hi. Hey, y'all. Oh, great to see you too, Haas.
How's that rain sound? The microphones are pointing right into our slide where it's super loud. So
I'm so excited. Audio is good.
Good.
How does that make you feel? Dave, this man has been putting in a lot of work trying to get everything set up and our sound and everything, but you don't want to hear about that.
Someday we'll turn the camera around and we'll show you the wires going right. It's like the space station running through here. So what are you gonna do?
Right. So welcome everybody. We are the Border Hookups, and I'm Jacqueline.
I'm Dave.
And our story, in case you don't know it, is what? We'll let you tell it. I want to hear how you tell the story.
Once upon a time in a land far, far, far away. Oh, that's Princess Bride. Forget it. We lived in a house in Minnesota. Jacqueline's from Canada, and I'm from Minnesota, and we lived in a house in Minnesota. And one day I said, Jacqueline, you want to go on the road full-time in a school bus? She said, absolutely I do. Why not? Well, we didn't do the school bus, but we have a fifth wheel, and now we travel the country full-time for 2.5 years, over 2.5 years now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now we've added Mexico and Canada into our travels as well. We were actually supposed to be in Mexico right now. Do you realize that? Wah, wah,
I don't think they miss us. I don't think they miss us.
Sadly, we did not go because, well, a couple of reasons. So one is gas prices. Mm-hmm. We decided that we would be somewhat stationary. Now, usually we move, every week?
We try to move every week,
more.
A week and a half or two, or even sometimes, we'll go day.
Yeah. And so it just wasn't in the cards for us this year. And the other thing was because of our slide.
Yeah, we're having a slide issue right now. So we're trying to move as little as possible until we get a new one put in February. So we're trying to reduce the cycles. Mm-hmm. We had some friends over, Bruce and Doyle were over the other day helping us out. Well, Doyle and I talked. Bruce worked. We just handed him tools. And
was it Doyle or was it Dwight? Or
Doyle.
Doyle?
Doyle.
Okay.
Sorry, Doyle.
I couldn't remember.
And so we worked on it a little bit, but we're trying to minimize, like I said, minimize our trips right now until we get it fixed. And we definitely did not want to go to the southern Baja and have our slide fail on us, and then we're stuck down there trying to find someone to work on it. So
true. So
we're just
here
playing shows and sitting tight.
And I thank you to everybody who is putting in the chat where they're from, because that's a question I always want to ask is where are you watching from?
Right.
Some people we know, like Doug and Sue, and who else did I see on here? Kevin, of course, Amy, a bunch of you that we already know, and some others that we see commenting on our YouTube videos, Smokey Bear.
Is it really tough for you?
It is, because
it's really
I want
hard
to look at all the comments that everybody is.
You see, I took my glasses off, so people, I will not be commenting on your comments because Jacqueline's gonna look down and see comments.
Tennessee.
I'm taking the glasses off.
Georgia, near Rochester, New York. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
We really do. And, anytime let us know if you have questions. We do have a time we're going to do like a Q&A in a little while. But throw questions in, if you have questions. Mm-hmm. Also, I want to mention, so for those of you that are on YouTube, we are also live on Facebook, so you might not see comments from people, and so we'll try to highlight them if we're talking about them, and then vice versa. If you're on Facebook, there are also people that are watching on YouTube, so sometimes people get confused, like, what are you talking about? I don't see that comment. But anyway, yes. Oh,
True story, they do.
You threw up the welcome?
I threw up the welcome. I mean, how do they know? I mean, we have the signage behind us. We had this, we were given, sorry, if I do this, I beg your pardon. We got this sign when we played for Allianz Life Insurance in Minneapolis. And they gave us this. They had us, no, it was the benefit. It was the benefit.
Yeah,
we played a benefit, and they threw in Minneapolis, and they gave us this sign. Mm-hmm. So we keep it now. We didn't know if it would come in handy.
And it does.
It's good times provided by.
Yes. We like it. We like it. So just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about, well, we have all kinds of things going on, but we have been playing shows in southern Arizona. We're in winery country right now. So we don't have our wine because I think there's been enough of that flowing around. Oh, yeah. You do have wine too?
No, I just have ice water. But I put it in this so I wouldn't spill it. I always worry I'm going to spill. So I like these little adult sippy cups. Because, there's our grand design.
Why aren't you using the Border Hookups wine carafe or whatever you call it? We don't have one.
Oh, we only have the one that
give ours away.
Joseph won. Our friend Joseph won. It's sitting in the bottom drawer, so we have to order a new one.
Yeah. Oh, funny. So we've been playing shows at the wineries, and what else have we been doing? Hanging out with the horses.
A lot of sleeping. No, we don't have time to sleep. Hanging out with the racehorses.
Yeah.
Yeah, go pet the racehorses and the goat named Dennis. And when the racehorse, we're getting way off track here. When the racehorse goes out to the outdoor pen, the goat doesn't like it because it's in the pen next to the racehorse. So then we hear the goat making that noise all day long, all day long. So Jacqueline goes over and does goat yoga every morning with Dennis. They get along swimmingly.
I did goat yoga at Chasm Fest, and I got to tell you, I will never do goat yoga again. It was an experience. I wanted to be able to say I had done it, but how do I put it? There were a lot of raisins and waterfalls going on, and when there's a goat on your back, you don't want to see raisins falling down all around you.
Jacqueline's selling a used T-shirt if you're interested. Just reach out.
And yoga mat.
She'll even sign it for you.
Man, I wiped that thing down so well.
She'll even give you a big block of goat cheese if you buy it.
So we have a comment from a Jack out of the box, otherwise known as River Jack Z, fellow working musician. So that's very cool. For those of you that don't know maybe more about us, we are musicians. Mm-hmm. So we travel around playing shows. Also, our YouTube channel, and then I'm a health coach, and I help people to lose weight and get healthy, which is a lot of fun. So that's kind of what we do. We have all these jobs, and we have fun sightseeing and hiking and doing all that fun stuff.
Yeah. So, real quick,
yes.
I let Jacqueline lead these things, but I probably talk too much. But anyway, this reminds me of the days when we first started shooting our YouTube channel, and we had our camera set up, and the viewfinder would be flipped, so we could frame ourselves and know you're in, and we'd keep looking at the viewfinder and away from the camera. I mean, it's only that far away, but still, it looks goofy. So we had to put a little post-it note with a little smiley face and tape it to the bottom of the lens so we wouldn't look at the viewfinder. And that's how. Remember, we started that way. That's what forced us to look at the lens instead of the. These are all great stories, aren't they?
You always have great stories. So
if anybody's ever been on our lives before, I'm curious to know, because as we mentioned before, we have a new setup.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know, how does this sound, minus the rain, don't factor that in, how does that compare to previous? And we're using a different camera, so it should be a lot cleaner.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, why don't we play a song, and then you guys can tell us if the sound is okay, because I guess my pet peeve was playing a song, looking into the computer and using the computer audio, and I just felt like that was not good. So I'm hoping this is better.
It's a work in progress. We're getting it sorted out.
Figuring it out.
And then we're going to add reverb from now on. Not today, but from now at the end of today on.
We are?
Yeah, we just got to figure it out. It's a lot of wires. It's like running a whole recording studio. I have to figure it out. feedback. Honest feedback. Feedback's never a good thing in music, but your feedback is
awesome. Saying sounds great. Sounds better. Okay,
good.
Dennis said sounds better. So good. That's really good. That means it's worth it for him to set this up and get it figured out.
I took a picture of our setup, and I'm gonna send it to Jason Epperson from RV Miles and say, I think we won when it comes to gear, because Abby and Jason's podcasts are flawless. I mean, they're just headsets and they're pilot uniforms, and they're just up there in front of the camera and just dialed in and all the information. And I'm like, how come we can't do that?
Well, maybe we did. I don't know. By the way, if you like that song, that is on Spotify and Apple Music and all of those streaming services, along with our other music too. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to talk about what's upcoming for us. Holidays. The holidays. What are you guys doing for the holidays? We'll wait. We are flying back to Minneapolis to see the kids and have a little Thanksgiving Christmas with them. Mm-hmm. So that'll be fun. And then my birthday's coming up. Mm-hmm. Right?
It'll be fun to see the kids. Your birthday, which is?
My birthday is on New Year's Eve.
No, your birthday's on January 31st.
January
December 31st.
What?
Wow, December 31st.
Yeah.
It's not New Year's Eve. It's December 31st. You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Point.
Well, first there was almost a point, and then it went negative, and then you just basically got back to zero.
Right. So anyway.
So we're going to spend some time in California at some mineral springs for my birthday, which will be fun. And then we have a whole bunch of things going on.
We do. We're playing in Lake Havasu for the Escapers Bash. If you're not an Escaper and you're on the road full time, become an Escaper. We make nothing from telling you to become an Escaper, but we like the Escapers. We have a lot of fun.
Hat?
I am.
You are. Yeah.
Represent.
So just tell people, for the people that are watching that don't know, what the Escapers Club is.
Well, there's the Escapees Club, and generally, I say generally, Escapees are people who are retired. Excuse me. And Escapers are kind of the subset of Escapees, and those are people, we are people, who still work on the road full time. And we have convergences. In fact, the Border Hookups are going to be throwing a convergence in Sonoyta, Arizona in April.
Fun!
You got to be a member, and it's only like $70 a year or something. It's not expensive.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's not expensive.
Right.
And you get all these resources. You get in the group. You get in with the cool kids. Not so much. And so Bash happens at Lake Havasu at Sarah Park, which is the big rodeo grounds.
The 15th to the 22nd of January.
Yep, and not sure if there's still tickets, but we're about to announce the one that's going to be happening in Sonoyta, Arizona at the fairgrounds, and we're putting that on. We're going to have great country music. We're going to have wine tasting tours. We're going to have a brewery takeover. We're going to have roping competition. Yeah, enter in the cattle roping competition. You'll have a great time. We're going to do demonstrations on cattle roping. And we've got some great musicians coming in. The Border Hookups are going to play. And we're going to have 80s night. Jacqueline's going to be DJing.
Oh, yeah. Try and stop me.
Yeah. Oh, well, we will. And it's going to be a great time. Yeah. And then right after Bash, we're going to actually, the tail of Bash, we're going to be playing at the Quartzsite RV show, the tent show. It's a very quick show, probably 45 minutes. Show our faces, throw out some RV life swag. If you need swag, talk to us, because we have, if you see us around, approach us, because we'll have RV life can koozies and stickers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. They're having us come in and play between some speakers on the first Saturday. I have it written down, the 21st of January. Yep. So who's going to be in Quartzsite then? Please come and see us.
Come and see us. Hang out.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
We'd love that. And then after that, so we talked about having a meetup. Last year, we had a meetup for, boondockers in American Girl Mine.
Yep.
And we decided we wanted to do it again, so we're going to do that in Kofa. And the date we had picked was the 28th of, is that January or February? January. Mm-hmm. So, and this would be just kind of an informal thing.
Yeah.
If you're a boondocker and you can dry camp boondock, we would be out there and we would play a show on Saturday.
Right. So what we'll do is, the thing about having meetups out in like Kofa, if you don't know where Kofa is, Yuma, Quartzsite, I think it's 95 or 93, goes up. Is that right? 83, 85. The road that goes between Yuma and Quartzsite.
You're asking me, the Canadian?
Yes. Kofa's almost to Quartzsite, and we love Kofa. And our plan is right now, and I hope I'm not making this not right, is we're planning on doing it with Mountain Beaches, Norm and Kim. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They have a lot going on.
Okay.
So.
Well, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. And Doug says we'll see you there. Sue says we'll see you there. So thank you. Would love to see you guys.
Yeah. Hung out with those guys for a while. That was fun.
Yeah.
And
fellow
Wyatt.
Canadians. Yes.
Yep.
And then we do have a question from a Jack Out of the Box. How do we send a tip? Yeah, we have Venmo at the Border Hookups and PayPal and all of that. So thank you for
we
for saying
appreciate that very much.
That's cool.
Thank you. You
Yeah.
want to put that up there?
What?
For fun?
Sure.
That
sure.
Venmo?
That. Yeah. Yeah. And then on our YouTube channel and Facebook page and everything, we have a little link, a link tree, and there's a link to everything there as well, if you want to. And we don't, it's fine if you don't, but if you want to, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we do.
So,
we do.
so that's, where did we get to? The meetup. And then after that, we have the Grand Design Rally in Quartzsite as well. And that's in February.
Yes, we're playing the Grand... It's hard to keep it all straight. We're playing the Grand Design Rally, and then just in... People have been...
This is where I have things laid out. Can you tell I'm kind of the analytical person, and Dave is the creative person?
If that's a good thing or not.
I have things laid out here. So stick with the program. Okay. Then we have in March, we are back in Sonoyta playing the vineyards and things.
Yeah, we're going to come back mid-March to Sonoyta. There are 21 wineries here, and Stakeout we're playing again. Stakeout's this cool, total vintage cowboy bar, cool. And they have us play there, which is funny because I walked up to the GM and I said, "Hey, Bryce, sorry we didn't play a lot of country," and he goes, "No, it's great to switch it up." We're like, "Game on!" But we do need to learn some. What's his name? The cowboy singer.
George Strait?
George Strait, because everybody and their uncle comes and says, George Strait?
Yeah. Well, we just did, now we have a Garth Brooks in our repertoire, so, but we do, about a third country? Yeah. Not even.
We were able to play early George Strait when he was with Bananarama, so we were able to pull a couple of those off. Other than that, we didn't know any of his later stuff.
Oh, was that a funny?
We threw our laugh buttons away. We had a laugh track button in it. Go figure, Jacqueline wanted to throw it away.
I'm so sorry, you guys. So, then in April, we have another Grand Design Rally in Tucson. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
the weekend after our convergence. The weekend after our convergence, we have the Tucson Grand Design Rally before we start to head north through Colorado and Utah and Idaho and Montana and yeah.
Okay, so we have a question. Haas is asking what we use for roadside assistance, if anything. So
you're looking at him.
We actually we were fortunate enough to be insured by a company back in Minnesota, and they have roadside assistance. So we do have that, and then I think our Ford Rewards or Ford Pass or whatever has that too. So I think we have double, actually.
And I think we should take another look at it.
Which
of that
one?
Because he just made a good point. Haas, was it?
Yeah.
Haas just made a good point that we should probably look at all of that and make sure that we have it.
We have it. We do. Okay. We have it with our Minnesota insurance.
Okay. You really want to get into it right now, right here? In front of all these people?
I know.
In front of 58 people?
I know we have it.
Okay.
So, I just don't know if we have the Ford one as well.
Okay.
So, but, yes, good question.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Yeah, you definitely want to know about that. And then, what is the date in Tucson? Do we have that?
The Tucson Rally?
Yeah,
it's in there. It's the last, it's the last weekend in April.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so last weekend in April.
Okay, cool.
Yep, because we have our convergence and then that, and then we take off. If nothing else, unless Roger Klein has another camp out, and then we'll beat feet and turn around and come back.
Yeah.
Big Roger Klein fans.
We
you guys haven't heard of Roger Klein and the Peacemakers? He pays us nothing to say that, and we love Roger Klein.
We do.
We do.
And then, question for you guys too. I'm assuming our signal is really good right now. Is it better than previous lives? Because we've been relying on Starlink, but we noticed that it's not always great. You know, we just assumed once we got Starlink that we would have fast internet all the time.
Well, the problem is that when you have mobile Starlink, you get less priority.
The portable, yeah.
The portable, you get less priority. So anybody around us who has it at their houses, which probably is fairly common out here because we're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so and they're all saying really good signals. So, so what we did was we took our Verizon hotspot, our little
dedicated hotspot,
our little jetpack, and this is what we're using. So, if any of you are full timers, or if any of you are thinking about getting rid of plans that you already have because you're getting Starlink, don't do it.
Have a backup.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's one thing if you're doing YouTube lives, but I guess that's what you want to use it for. If you're doing spreadsheets, sending them back and forth, Starlink's great. Fine. But if you have to go on high speed streaming, then it's a little different.
Right, and there are benefits of having Starlink. Like we went to Canada and we were way up north, just south of the 54th parallel, and we used our Starlink just fine. And there were even trees obstructing, and it still worked. And Mexico, friends of ours take theirs into Mexico, and it works great there too.
Life uninterrupted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brian and Shannon.
No, Shauna.
Shauna.
I had to think, but you kept talking. You were like, blah, blah, blah. Like, wait,
Slippy,
wait.
slappy, Samsonite. Yeah, and they had it, and that's kind of when we decided, we need to do it. But if you watch YouTube, or anything on YouTube, anything streaming, like Netflix, it works great. Sorry, I keep looking down here. It works great. And, but once you start to, we watch hockey live and then it kind of takes a dive because it's real time.
Do you know how hard it is to follow what's going on when it's a blur? And then they go, he scored! And you're like, oh, really?
Looks like a Monet painting, like water lilies. Was it water lilies, Monet? Water lilies. I mean, it's just blurred. So we have to use our imaginations. We don't even know which team are playing half the time.
But the nice thing about Starlink too is that you have unlimited, which is actual unlimited. So if you're in an area where you have a strong signal, you could just watch it forever. Maybe that's not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing. We'll never. From now on, our lives are going to be 3.5 minutes long because we have no time. We have TV to watch.
Haas said they're thinking about Starlink, and then we're all 538. We're thinking of Starlink in Canada. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not sure about this. Did Doug and Sue, you guys are on here. I think you guys have Starlink, right? So does your Starlink from Canada work here? Because our U.S. Starlink works in Canada. So let's answer that question if you guys can.
I can tell you that it does.
Does it?
Well, because our friends, the other Canadian friends we have, they have Starlink.
Bruce
and Boyd.
Bruce and Mia?
And
Boyd,
Mia.
yeah.
Boyd, what did I say?
You
Doyle.
said something. Doyle.
Boyd.
See?
Oh my gosh.
I knew he was wrong.
Okay, let's leave it right there.
So they had the Canadian Starlink and they were using it?
They had the first generation.
In Arizona.
Yeah, so he was using it and it works great, so yes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure and see if anyone else answered that question, but okay. All right. So, another thing is we have a new song.
A new old song.
Yeah.
The middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jimmy Strand is watching, my friend who I grew up with and played bands with in college, wrote some chords one day out at his mom's farm. And I said, those are some really good chords. And do you know why they were really good chords? Is because they were the only 3 chords that I could play at the time. So I'm like, keep writing songs like that I can play. and put words to. So it's a song called Middle Spunk Creek, and it's an actual creek between St. Cloud State, where I went to college, and where we recorded. We had a little 8-track or 6-track Tascam, which was nothing. Trust me, it was tape. And so there was a creek called Middle Spunk Creek, and we always laugh about Middle Spunk Creek. And so then Jim wrote those chords, and then I went home and wrote the words to it. So it goes like this. It goes exactly like this. Back in my easy chair, and I close my eyes and realize that back then I didn't have a care. Life's little loss, simplicities, all the hopes and all the dreams and all the games that set me free. And I say, take me back to Little Spunk Creek, where the children run with no shoes on their feet. Take me back Little Spunk Creek, where I'll fly away. Yes, I'll fly away. Love for two will just have to do when you're running scared and running free and running straight from reality. Life makes sense like a clear blue sky when you're Johnny Hook, Johnny Wayne, and Peter Pumpkin in the pie. And I say, take me back to Middle Spunk Creek, where the children run with no shoes on their feet. Take me back to Middle Spunk Creek, where I'll fly away. Yes, I'll fly away. Looking back now, I need to know, will it ever get that good? And if so, will I ever hold the innocence that I used to feel when I was just 8 years old? And my life was never real. And I say, take me back to Little Spunk Creek, where the children run with no shoes on their feet. Take me back to Little Spunk Creek, where I'll fly away. Yes, I'll fly away. Yes, I'll fly away. Yes, I'll fly away. There you go, Jimmy Strand.
Love that song. That one is not on Spotify yet.
So that's a song that my brother Vinny would always be saying, play Middle Spunk, play Middle Spunk. So Jacqueline listened and said, okay, we shall play Middle Spunk.
Mm-hmm.
So now we cover it again, so we'll record it.
Really, it's for Dan then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, Vinny, same person. Yeah.
Nice. So you wanted to make a big announcement.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
We were just asked to play in Hershey, Pennsylvania. A lot of people have been saying, when are you going to come out to the East Coast? Well, careful what you wish for, because we're heading to Hershey, Pennsylvania next September. I know it's a bit away, but thanks, Craig.
Thank you.
We're going to be playing not at the actual tent show, but they rent a venue just away from the big event. And we'll give you more information as it comes up, but we'll be in PA.
Yes, that means we're going out east.
Yeah, and we'll probably play not just that event, but we'll probably try to book around it as well while we're in Hershey. And going to go see some RVs. It's massive. It's supposed to be like the world's largest RV show.
Is it?
Something like that? Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
The farthest east that I've ever been is Lake of the Woods, Canada, in Ontario.
It's
so
not very far east, is it?
it isn't.
It's
It really
pretty
isn't. Yeah,
Dead center.
yeah, kind of, a little bit east.
Well,
but,
let's not oversell ourselves.
but I'm really excited to go out there. So I don't know how much time we have to spend out there, but
we're very busy people. We're very busy. I keep looking down. We're very busy
I know.
people.
Yeah,
No,
we actually know.
but we would love to see you guys. You know, like I said, people have been saying, when are you going to come out to the east? We're coming out to the east.
We are busy, by the way. Remember when Doug and Sue were here? You guys remember? And we were in the RV working and stuff, and then they'd be sitting out relaxing, and we'd come out to do something, and Doug would say, "Are you guys done working yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Like, come out and play. Are you done yet?" And we're like,
And
we're still working.
We weren't done yet, but it's worth it.
Well,
it's
yeah, and some weeks are busier than others.
Yeah.
So, and we are taking vacation coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited.
Very excited.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So,
what do you got?
Well, do you want to talk about the slide, or have we beat that into the ground?
I think we've beaten the slide into the ground. Like I said, we're having slide issues, so
yeah,
we'll get through it. And once we get our new slide, it'll just be Let's do trivia.
Okay, but wait. I just saw Amy puts, and I didn't see the other comments. 2-month limit. Are these comments coming through? Talking to myself here. Wait, I gotta go back. We're getting a lot of comments, so I don't know what the question was, Amy.
If you've never texted with Amy, Amy will fire off 47 texts by the time you get a chance. She's just boom.
She's
you have a question, text Amy, because it'll be back to you before you put a period at the end. Or a question mark at the end, rather.
And thank you. Oh, that's a nice comment, too. Love your channel. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate that a lot. And everybody's saying that they like the song. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Look at... So when people start talking to one another,
they're not even listening to us anymore. You guys aren't even listening. They're
just
having their little, hey, let's split off from here. PM me. We'll get out of here. We'll get out of this room.
I love it. Oh. All right. Okay. So we won't talk about the slide then, unless you guys have questions about it. But when we do get the room system put in, we'll do a video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can...
But
get some footage.
With that said, and I'll say it again, and we not sponsored by them, we do love Grand Design.
Yeah.
And
we love our rig.
We love our rig.
That's why we're doing some of these things so that we can continue.
Yeah, so we can
to
keep
have
the
this
same rig.
Yeah, because it just works for us. The floor plan. There are 2 of us, no dogs, cats, ferrets.
Right. I'm gonna double back, and clarify.
Okay.
We're not sponsored by Grand Design.
No.
We play their rallies, so technically we get paid by Grand Design to play their rallies, but that's completely different.
Yeah.
So we're not sponsored by them to carry their swag or anything. So
yeah, and we don't promote them in any,
other than right now.
Well, no, but I mean, we're not saying just because we like Grand Design that you should or anything, or
Yeah.
Anyway.
Boy, that got awkward fast.
I know. I'm like, what are we talking about here?
Where's that button when you need it? Take a short break.
What are we really talking about?
I don't know. Let's keep going.
I don't know either.
Yeah, we have to figure this out though, because like we said, we keep looking down at comments, and you're up here, and this is here, so maybe we figure out a way to get the computer higher.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Craig, and thanks to Jack out of the box. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
look at this. So happy you're coming to Hershey. Oh, he was gonna drive, he or she, I think he, 3,000 miles to see you in Arizona. Hershey's an hour away. Yay! So they'll do that.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Because we made the comment yesterday, or I went live yesterday on our Facebook. Sorry, I went live on our Facebook page yesterday. We were playing a show, and I said, if you want to come see us, we play in an hour, so you better start driving. So I'm wondering if that's what he's referencing.
Yeah, that could be. And I just want to highlight this comment too. So this is Greg, and he says, guys, my fiance and I are thinking about going full-time, and your channel has really helped. Thanks for the inspiration. That's what makes it all worthwhile. And we talk a lot about what do we want from YouTube? What do we want from music? What do we want from health coaching? And honestly, one word, and that's impact.
Yep.
Because it gives you purpose, and just having an impact on other people with our music and with our lifestyle and everything. So
yeah, it's true.
So that's cool.
We talk about it. Trust me,
We do.
We have weekly Monday meetings to talk about strategy and upcoming videos and all that stuff, and that comes up a lot. Why do we do what we do? And that's the reason.
Yeah. So cool comment.
Great comment.
So, and if there are any other questions, please put those.
Amy, do you have any more questions?
No, but she said even KYD looks down at the comments. Sometimes you're doing great.
I thought she was going to say,
friend.
even KYD looks down at you guys. Like, well, get in line, KYD. Get in line. A lot of people looking down at us.
Oh my gosh. So, ask us your questions, please. Are there any questions that you can think of that we get asked a lot?
Put me on the spot.
I would say like mail is the biggest one that people ask us about.
Yeah.
So right now, where we're staying, we asked them, called and said, before we got here and said, hey, do you guys mind if we send a package? I think I said a package. I have a package coming UPS. And she said, sure, here's the address. And then we have a different address for USPS, a P.O. box. So she gave me both of those. How many packages do you
She's just sitting here going, why? Why?
Every
Why
day,
did I say yes?
Every day I would say 1 to 2 packages. Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's a tip. Okay? On your phone, we use an app called AnyList. Hey, Kevin. Kevin just texted me. Hi, Kevin. And called AnyList. And it's great because when we go grocery shopping, we have a master list on there, and it's in real time. So Jacqueline and I each grab a cart, go separate ways through the grocery store. We kind of have our own sections, but and as we go, we cross it off. And so then it crosses it off on the other person's phone. The other thing we use it for is incoming packages. So if we're in an area and I order something, I immediately put it in my phone. Like I'll say...
On the AnyList?
On the AnyList. I'll say, remote control showing up to Fairgrounds. And I'll put that in there. And as I get it, I cross it off. Because you wouldn't believe how much stuff we've left at the place we were, and then our friends have to pick it up and meet us down the road because we forgot that it was coming in.
Or we have to get them to send it back.
Right.
Yeah. But I like that, the AnyList thing, because honestly, the AnyList for groceries, I know we're getting off track here, but so everything is in our AnyList for groceries. I have a groceries main list, and can you see it right there? So those things are checked off because we got them already, but those are things that we get a lot of. So all we have to do is go through and uncheck them if we need them again when we go. And so they're unchecked, and then when we're in the store, like Dave said, you check them off as you go, and I can see what he has already put in his cart, and he can see what I put in my cart. So AnyList, it's great.
Yeah, I use it also when we play shows because our stuff, half of it's in the rig, half of it's in the truck, and I have to make sure we have everything because if we're driving away and I can't come back. And so I put that checklist on, so I visually look at it as it gets loaded and cross it off. So it has a lot. And laundry, use it for laundry too. Which washer are you using at the laundromat? Which dryer are you using?
Why do you do that?
We have less laundry at laundromats.
We?
Expensive. You have less laundry at laundromats. That's a first when I can actually say you. And so we put wash 1, wash 2, wash 3. The numbers on the washing, and then dryers, and then as you pull them out, cross it off because you'd be surprised.
I'm actually surprised I didn't leave laundry this week because I went and did it by myself, and I was a little worried about that because I did not keep track of the washing machines or the dryers, and they were all over the place because half of the washing machines weren't working, and there were so many people in there, and I thought I would forget some. Yeah. So you don't have any shirts that are missing, do you?
Well, this shirt used to be white. Jacqueline went and did laundry and grocery shopping, which was really nice because I stayed back and actually wrote a new song for RV Life magazine, which is really cool. Yeah. Well, that'll be... Well, once they say they like it, we'll find out, right?
Right.
They may go,
don't know yet.
Oh, I don't hear it. Yeah. So we'll find out.
What about Amazon lockers? We have not used any Amazon lockers. We've been fortunate enough that, we can look ahead and see where we're going to be, and a lot of places have agreed to accept packages for us, like hardware stores and... friends and RV parks.
I've heard they're great. I think our friends Bob and Gay use them.
They use that?
Yeah.
Okay.
They use it. I know KYD, we watched a video way back in the day when we used to plant our butts on the couch and watch RV videos all night long in the middle of winter to try to figure out what we were doing. We're still trying to figure out what we're doing. And they used it. So, Mark, give me a call. Make sure I'm accurate on that, and then we'll go from there.
So Doug asked if I drive the rig. Doug, I do not. I mean, I did drive it, so I took a little lesson from Dave, and I did drive it. But generally, what happens is Dave drives and I work remotely on my health coaching, so that just works for us. And then the other thing is, he used to drive a school bus, so he knows what he's doing, and I feel I'm a good driver, but he's a great driver. So
thank you.
I just don't see the need.
Jacqueline will drive if like we have drone shots to get. Like if we're out in, say, American Girl Mine, and I'll have her drive it, and then I'll fly because I don't want to be in the truck flying. And then no, I'm gonna give you an illustration of Jacqueline driving in Canada. She starts driving down in the middle of nowhere. There's like nothing out there, and she's driving. And we weren't 15 minutes into it. She's like, "What do I do now?" Like what? Because she's used to sitting in the passenger seat, working on her computer, on her phone, checking things out, texting people.
I was so
and she's
bored.
like, "What do I? Well, now what do I do?" I'm like, "Well, you can drive." She was so bored, she didn't know what to do.
I was.
Yeah.
It was hard. Well, especially up in Canada, because there's nothing where I'm from. It's all woods. It's all woods. Like it's an hour and a half of woods to the next town, and sometimes 3 hours.
It's pretty though.
Really? I mean, it is, but
I'm going to go kill our furnace because those mics are picking that up.
It's pretty for about maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then you just get really bored because there's nothing to see except for trees. So and lakes. But
and
mainly
trees.
Mainly trees. Mainly trees.
Yeah.
So, yes, Lisa, we'll look back at that request, a George Strait song that Lisa requested us to learn. So, I know he has all these hits, so
I used to
there's
play
so
him,
many to choose from.
I used to play him at weddings. I'd get requests to play George Strait at weddings. So I would, back in the day when I was the Adam Sandler wedding singer, I would play those. Yeah.
Were you that funny?
I was. Am I kidding me? No. Or rich.
Right. All right. Do you want to do trivia?
Let's do trivia.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I like trivia.
So we like to do trivia so we can give away a little bit, a few of our swag. So what do you want to give away today? Either a wine tumbler or a mug, maybe?
Yeah, let's do that.
Hookups mug?
Yeah.
See my
Let me
mug?
grab the tumbler that Joseph belongs to Joseph.
Okay. Yeah, we had somebody that won, and we're going to see him, so we just hung on to it because he's also a full-time RVer. So rather than try to figure out where to send it, we're just hanging on to it for him. So either this or that.
So this is Joseph's. Joseph, we've been drinking out of this for the last week and a half. Just so you know, we have not.
You just took it out of the
Barcode's
box.
still on there.
Yeah.
Literally just took it out of the packaging. So it's this or
the coffee mug.
coffee mug.
So we'll ask you a question, and whoever the first person who... Okay. Thank you, Amy and Haas, for saying that on your TV the signal is good, and the picture's good, and the sound is good. That is so awesome because... So, all good now, though. So if you know the answer to the question, just go ahead and put it in the comments, and then the first one that we see is the person who we will send the prize to. And our first question is, so we had a video out, I think that was last week or the week before, and we went to visit an animal sanctuary. So what kind of animals were being saved at the sanctuary? Do you remember? If you know, put it in the comments.
Did you put the?
Oh, welcome for joining.
Hi. Did you
Welcome-
put the
welcome
Did you
back.
put the question up there?
No, do you have it?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, wait, yeah! Oh my gosh, they all came through. Boo, 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 boo. There we go.
Well.
Oh, okay. So 2 people were first.
Okay.
So we need your... So it was DJ Huffnagel and then Kevin Sterner. And just email us at theborderhookups@gmail.com. Eddie Murphy. Someone said Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. So do you have our email on here somewhere?
Yeah, it's in there. I'm back. I have Doug sending me pictures of where he is. Doug, do you not know we're working right now? You're watching our live, and he's sending me. He's like, "Dear Dave, here's a picture of the sunset."
And you're on your phone
Yeah,
looking.
I'm on my phone looking. I'm gonna turn that over.
All right.
It's good too that Kevin won because he just offered to let us keep our rig at his place while we fly back to Minneapolis. But
thank you.
We have plans. Thanks, Kevin, though.
Thank you so much.
And Carmen.
Yes. So Kevin and then DJ Huffnagel, please email us here. Tell us if you want the coffee mug or...
It took way longer than I wanted it to. Sorry, I didn't time that out.
The wine tumbler. And then what is your address so we can send that out to you, please? You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get the comments ready then. Oh, you pronounced my last name correctly. Awesome, good. I try. Okay, second question is...
Which one is it? Show it to me so I can pop it up there. Okay.
And I think this is a pretty easy one, but the question is... Drum roll.
This one?
Yeah. Okay, what state, when going full-time, what state did we take off from? I gotta get to the comments quick. Oh, yeah, Amy, however the comments come through to us. Sorry. Oh, all right. We have Roy. Hey, Roy. All right.
Is that our same Roy?
Minnesota, yeah.
Hi, Roy.
Roy and Phyllis came to our show. Was that yesterday? Yeah,
We did.
It was yesterday. That was awesome. Thank you guys. Mm-hmm. I hope you enjoyed staying at the Vineyard for Harvest Host too. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we play at places that are Harvest Hosts as well. So that's. Yeah. What are you looking at? Did I do something?
I was looking at your little tag.
Okay. Thank you. He's giving me this weird look, like. What the heck? Okay, so Roy, yes, if you can email us at theborderhookups@gmail.com and let us know if you want a coffee mug.
Or you could just come over and hang out with us. One of the two.
And where you want us to send that, please. Okay. Last question. When did you put these together?
Right when we had our meeting.
Wow.
Okay. Where's the last one?
You have to go back to the comments afterwards.
Yeah,
you don't have
I'm looking for it.
Okay, well, I'll just read it.
It's getting goofy.
Okay, yeah, it's looking all weird. Hopefully our signal is still okay.
No, it's fine. I don't know. It just went funky.
It did.
I'll go back to the comments.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Last one is. Oh, what country aired a TV show that we were in? And it's not the U.S. Hint, hint. Not the U.S. So what country aired a TV show that we were in? Waiting. Look, we matched today. How'd that happen?
Man, he's my brother, and he doesn't even get it right.
There, who said UK? Who was the first one that... Oh, right here. J.K. Rowling. That's the first one.
Oh, yeah. I love her Harry Potter books. The first thing I thought of.
The UK. So they came over here. Well, they had a crew here. And we were out at Empire Ranch. And they did some filming. It was fun. It was work.
It was exhausting.
It was.
About a month before, Jacqueline said, how great would it be to have a film crew? How much nicer that we would have to like load batteries or like download video. She goes, just have a film crew follow us. Mm-hmm. And after after they left, and they were great people.
2 days.
Awesome people. 2 days of it, we just sat in the camper and we just did the 10,000 mile stare. Just like,
we were so tired.
I'm so tired. Because it would be like, can you come out of the camper again? Can you go back in? Can you make something to eat? Can you start a fire? Because they had to have interesting stuff.
Well, we would be doing stuff, though, and they'd run over. Like, I remember putting our flag up and getting the flag out, and they'd run over and go, wait. Don't do that yet. Let us get set up and let us, video you doing that. And you're thinking, well, I'm not really doing anything, but they're thinking that's going to go in the show.
They're seeing what's going to... They're editing to the show in their heads, so...
Oh, it's Joseph and Krista. Okay, awesome.
Oh, that is...
Well, you guys...
I guess you're getting a mug or another tumbler.
We'll get you another one, and then you'll have matching.
Can drink in stereo. Who knew that was a thing?
Perfect. Hey, that's all our questions.
I got nothing else, you guys. Shut down for the night.
Do you guys have any other questions?
I'm just seeing what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
Not that the clock on our microwave is ever right. It just has a mind of its own. Yeah.
Well, it's with the solar. When we are plugged in, it's fine. But when we have our solar, when we're just using solar, it's fast. Yeah. So who can tell me why that is?
We are not using solar right now. Trust me, it has been raining all day long. Yeah, but we're on our inverter. But we are not pulling in any power from the sun.
Right.
Plus, it's dark out.
But I mean, when we're running...
Right, when we're based off our inverter. Our solar inverter.
Do I get to talk?
I have so much to say. I have so many things to say.
Okay.
Let me start at the beginning.
I'm waiting.
My brother is watching right now going, yeah, I get it. Jeez, do I get it.
We talk to him almost every night.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's about it. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about that I didn't, list out on my... Now's the time. Now's the time to go totally off topic and talk about whatever you want.
I'm just going to go make a drink in Joseph's cup. Call it a night. Turn in early.
Oh,
you guys have been great.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't see any comments. I don't see anything, but hopefully the quality was better this one. Yeah. New camera. We're using not a new camera, but a camera that we already have, and then we just figure it's better than the...
Yeah, we wanted to give you guys a better experience than our laptop.
Right.
So, and then Mark asked, how many batteries do you use on your rig?
We have 3 100-hour lithium... amp-hour lithiums. We use Lions. The only reason we use Lions is because that's what Dan Hemming said. Use Lions. So he put Lions in, and they work great for us. We've talked about adding another battery, but if we add another battery, we probably have to add some more panels. It's not out of the question, but right now we're good.
And we don't have a lot of room up there for more panels.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room.
Yeah.
You realize how many panels you have on your roof when you get 1.5 feet of snow in Colorado and you have to brush it off and there's nowhere to stand. Mm-hmm. So,
Jeff watched us yesterday. He came out to the winery, so thank you. And he said the rain's giving you cabin fever already. Yeah, small space. That it is. See, it's just small in here. But yeah.
But we have racehorses that we go visit at night now, and the goat named Dennis. So, and they feed the horse peppermints.
Well, it's nice because when we first went full time, we went full time in a little 23 feet of living space bumper pole, and it didn't have a bedroom. It had a Murphy bed that would come down and go up, and we thought that would be fine. But after 2 months of that, we're like, we need a separate bedroom too, so that if one of us is testy, they can go and sit in the other room by themselves. And
it was nice though. You could sit on the edge of the bed and make your eggs. Yeah. Pour your orange juice.
So it is nice just to have that little bit of separate space, and honestly, we get along really well. But just like anyone, sometimes you need your own space. So.
Oh, is this the script you wrote? Yes, Jacqueline and I get along very well. What is that word? All of the time.
Oh my God!
Did I do it right? Please say I did it right.
Greg is asking, what is your long-term plan? Remain full-time or eventually go to sticks and bricks?
It's a good question. We've talked about it. We figure we have another 5 to 7 years on the road. That's as we sit right here.
Yeah. Just a guess, but
Just a guess.
We would like to have some property, like just something really small. I don't ever honestly want to go back to a big house. Not that we had a huge house, but I like this kind of living where I know exactly what I have. I know where everything is, and it's just not a lot of stuff all around. It's just, it really is freeing. Don't you find that?
It's incredibly freeing. I mean, once we get everything sorted out on the rig, it's going to be a whole new ball game, and you know, you don't have the little worries of this and that stuff. But I don't want a big house. I always tell Jacqueline I'd rather have a small house with land.
Yeah.
Than a big house in a city.
Yeah, and so eventually maybe having like a home base where family can come and visit, but then, you know, it's just like a small living space, but with, yes, land, like maybe a lake, on a lake or something like that. But not to stay there the whole year either, to still travel.
We love it out here. We have met more people
Gosh.
on the road, and it's endless. I mean, I can't even get Doyle's name right.
Boyd. I honestly think it's
we
addicting.
meet so many people.
Too. I think it's addicting, and I've talked about this a lot with our friends Gay and Bob, because they're always doing stuff. And I feel that it's almost like a rush to experience something new all the time. So that's why when we sit, it's really, really difficult, because now I feel like I need a new experience. I need to see something new. I need to meet some new people. I need to, like, I don't like things to be the same. I don't. And I wasn't always like that, but now that I've experienced this, I want to go do stuff.
Yeah.
No?
And go pet the horses.
Yeah.
Feed them peppermints.
Yeah.
But we love being on the road. The idea of not being on the road kind of freaks me out now. It took a while to get used to. I remember when we first left. I mean, left. Like, not just, we're out for a weekend and coming back. But when we hit the road from Minnesota, it was a very strange feeling, because it was like going off into space. And you're like, we're not returning. We do, kind of, but we're not returning to a home. We're not gone for 2 weeks and then we go home. So it's a very odd feeling, but you get so used to it living in your camper. But every now and then you're like, God, we live in a camper. I kind of forgot about that, you know? Yeah,
and depending on where you are, if you're like on an alpaca farm or, you know, out in the middle of your national forest land in the Grand Canyon, every once in a while you stop and go, like, we're in the middle of the woods, just like living here.
This morning we went over to a friend's house, and this guy has lived. Can I say who he is? Am I allowed to say who he is? Roger Klein's dad. We went over to Roger's dad's house, and the ranch hands were there, or Moon the ranch hand was there. And
he's our favorite. We love him.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Both of them are amazing. And Doc's wife.
Yeah, we got to meet
Doc's
her.
wife, Frankie. And we sat there, and Doc has lived, holy, what a life. I mean, he's just living it. I mean, he has experienced so much stuff. And when he introduces us, he'll be like, yeah, these guys live on the road. They travel full time. And he's so enthralled by it. And I'm like, that coming from somebody like him makes you realize how fortunate we are to be able to be out here and doing this stuff. So it's a really cool thing.
He called us gypsies.
Yeah.
That was kind of cute. I didn't mind that. You know? I didn't mind that at all. Yeah.
I love you, Doc.
I don't know if he's watching our live. Probably not. He's got better things to do.
Yeah.
No. So, I think we had another question. Oh, yeah. Mark asked if we resolved the propane issue with chocolate or bling. That was not a good night.
Yeah.
But Lana saved us. Our friend Lana saved
She did.
us.
Yeah, any RVer will tell you that your LP never goes out at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a sunny day when it doesn't matter. You can run to the store. It always goes out at 10 o'clock, 3 a.m. It's dark on a Sunday night. Nothing's open. And when you start to hear the beeping in an RV, you're always like, what is it? Which one's it going to be? And our LP died. And we had brought our truck in to get the door fixed, door latch fixed.
Just down the street.
Just down the street, but our backup LP tank was in the back of said truck, as well as our generator was in the back.
And we didn't know, they didn't say bring it in and we'll keep it overnight. They said bring it in and we'll get it done. And then later they said, well, can we keep it because we're going to finish it tomorrow or do it tomorrow.
Right. And I didn't even think about
right.
taking inventory of what's in the truck. So anyway, and I didn't want to walk up there and start rifling through their yard because I don't want to, have somebody come out and I'm very sensitive. I didn't want to get yelled at. That's what it comes down to. Anyway, so Lana had a full tank she had just filled, and we borrowed that. And I mean, worst comes to worst, we have enough warm clothes and sleeping bags that we could have hunkered down. It gets down to 45, and absolutely not would we ever do that. We need that furnace 24/7.
Yes, I need that furnace. Yes. I hate being cold.
So we got through it, and it looked worse than it was. It wasn't. I mean, we have a heater buddy too. We could use a heater buddy. I'm really trying to make people want to go out on the road. This isn't working.
No. And no, I didn't get chocolate or bling.
No.
But we had propane.
Yeah.
So.
You got some
because
snuggles.
Of Lana.
You got snuggles.
But yeah. It was good. I get it. It was something happened, and you have to be flexible and be willing to figure it out.
But here's the thing, Jacqueline, right? Jacqueline and I grew up camping in tents. So even if everything failed in this RV, it's a really nice tent. It's a really nice tent. It has a bed up off the floor, off the ground. There's no water leaking in. So if worst came to worst, it's a really nice tent.
It is. And I know it's been raining for 2 days. I'm like, yeah, that's true. It's all good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go now. Thank you guys for watching and, supporting us. And, hopefully you're getting something out of this with whether it be the music or, just the helping with questions and things you have about RVing or just entertainment or health coaching. That's available to you too. And I was also going to say something about, there was one other thing, but I forgot.
To check out our music on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. Give it a listen. Hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is bugging me because I'm going to remember this after we're off.
And she'll wake me up at 3 in the morning and remind me what she was going to say.
I remembered. If you are not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. We've been trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. It's been something in our heads since, a year? It was more than a year and a half ago, where we were like, gosh, 10,000, that would be perfect. That would be amazing to know that we were having that kind of an impact. And we've been so close, and it's just, we would love that. So
we find that a lot of people that watch the channel every week aren't subscribed. So.
Well, because they watch on their TVs too, and
it's more difficult.
It is, rather than their phone.
If you have the chance, we would definitely appreciate if you subscribe.
You don't have to turn on all the notifications and all that,
Yeah.
but if you don't want, but just subscribing would be really cool.
Yeah, it really helps us out.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Chris asked if our intro song is ours. Yeah, our current one is. Long time coming. It's about going out on the road and not waiting until you're retired and all of that, and just kind of making it happen. So that's what that song is.
The funny thing about that is I was doing a new intro, and I thought, why aren't we using our own music? And we have a distribution company that puts our music out there. So if we use our own music over a certain time length, we get copyright infringements, which is, they're doing their jobs. I mean, they're keeping an eye on it. So I had to make that intro 28 seconds as opposed to 30. So you'll notice it's 28 seconds, because if we went 30, every time we uploaded a video, they would get a copyright infringement, and I have to go in and fix it. So it's 28 seconds. There's a reason for that.
And thank you, Chris. Thank you for saying you love that
you.
song too. Very cool. And Sue, yes, we'll see you soon. We will see a lot of you guys, and as we always say at the end of our videos, we would love.
Oh, it's my brother saying about Facebook comments. People are answering on Facebook too. Vinny, there's
we can see them both.
two O's and two. Honestly, Mom would not be happy right now.
Yeah, we can see Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, we can?
Yeah, they're all
good.
on here.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah.
And then if you can tell Sue to have Doug send me another sunset picture, that would be great on my phone. He's sending me sunset pictures. Awesome. I love it. Good people.
Yes. All right. Take care, you guys.
Thanks
See
for
you out
tuning
here.
in. Thank you.